when everybody moves home, you're going to create more trash at home. So it didn't change the total pie because commercial businesses and big industrial businesses reduce the amount of trash that they create. But certainly at home, we created more trash and recycling.
What is the general breakdown of your residential versus commercial, and other sources?
So in terms of revenue, residential, commercial are similar in size, and then our industrial business is slightly smaller. But overall, it's a couple $1 billion on a base of about 15.
Got it. So are we talking about overall a transfer from, kind of people's activity in the workplace to activity at home? And how does that affect margins and just the way that your business is set up to collect all of this?
Well, margins were part of the surprise yesterday. Our margins were up just slightly and versus prior year, which is amazing. That was really more due to cost control than anything else. But it kind of depends on how this thing goes over the long term. I do believe that ultimately people return to the workplace. But for now, everybody is still seeming to kind of work from home. And so we expect to see this higher volume on the residential line of business persist for at least through next year or at least halfway through next year.
Kind of on the eco front, what is happening with landfill versus recycling these days?
For us, we've put some technology into place. We opened a brand new facility that has a lot more technology to it in Chicago, and that facility is doing really well. So recycling is a very important part of our business. We have seen recycle volumes tick up a little bit, as I mentioned, as people have moved to home. But we're a huge steward of the environment, and we expect to be a big recycler. We're the biggest recycler in North America. We expect to stay there.
Jim, one more question. You mentioned cost control, and as we saw with other companies in the quarter, like Group 1, which had expenses down 30%, they think kind of 20% permanently on headcount reduction. What kind of cost control measures did you guys put into place?
It was not headcount reduction. We did tell all of our 45,000 people that you're guaranteed a job throughout this pandemic. So we're not going to lay anybody off as a result of COVID-19. What we have seen is that on the operating side, we've had fewer overtime hours because we're simply not running as many routes on commercial or industrial. And then we're controlling things like travel expense on the SG&A side. So those are part of the cost controls that we've implemented.
All right, Jim, thanks so much for being here. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Jim Fish is the CEO of Waste Management.